Hi, Mr Watkins here. I'm going to share with you my daughter's favourite book, which is called Sneaky Beak, and it's written by Tracey Corderoy, illustrated by Tony Neal. Sneaky Beak. I like this book because it's a nice story about being happy with what you have. My daughter likes the book purely because of the voices. Enjoy. Bear and Hamster were enjoying their favourite programme when suddenly it stopped for an advert.
Not that Sneaky Beak again,
Tutted Bear.
What is it this time?
Is your bed bouncy enough? Our Snores Galore Mega Bed is the bounciest ever. Sweet dreams guaranteed every night. Call for a bounce test on your old bed now.
A bounce test,
Chuckled Bear.
Oh, Hamster, whatever next?
But late that night, Bear's head began to whirl. Was that a broken spring? And was his mattress sagging? As Hamster snored on, Bear just couldn't sleep.
Good gracious me,
He cried,
what if my bed isn't bouncy enough after all?
and he tossed and turned all night long. First thing the next day, Bear called for a bounce test, and Sneaky Beak zoomed up in a van. Hello, trouble sleeping? That simply won't do. If you need a new bed, I've a deal just for you. His bounce test bunnies got to work. Then Sneaky Beak checked the report. Thank goodness you called, Bear, he said with a gasp. This bed's out of bounds completely. You need the Snores Galore Mega Bed right away. But Bear's new bouncy bed was enormous. There was room for nothing else.
Wait,
He squeaked as Hamster's things were carted out. Sweet dreams, replied Sneaky Beak. Oh, but remember, you'll sleep better after a nice bubbly bath. He handed Bear a leaflet and was gone.
a what?
Gulped Bear and started to read. Is your bath bubbly enough? Our Super World Turbo Tub has it all. Wave machine, bubble blowers, jets and more. Call now. Bear shook his head.
Our old tub is just fine.
But at bath time, he wasn't so sure.
Gosh, what if our bath isn't bubbly enough?
He cried. Uh-oh. Bear rang Sneaky Beak at once, who rumbled up in a 10-ton truck. Hello, Titchy Bubbles. That simply won't do. If you need a new bath, I've a deal just for you. It came with boxfuls of taps and tubes that soon filled the entire bathroom. Marvellous choice, Sneaky Beak chirped when at last the job was done.
Ooh, what does this twirly thing do?
Wondered Bear, and they soon found out. Next morning, at breakfast, Bear was waiting with a present.
Here, Hamster, to cheer you up,
He said,
it's a crunchomatic granola maker, see? The thing is,
he explained,
I was starting to worry that our cereal wasn't crunchy enough. Don't start the day with a soggy snack. Bring that crunchy goodness back.
He plugged it in, and Hamster waited as the oats and raisins softly swirled. Then, with a clunk and a whir,
Hamster!
breakfast was served.
Hamster!
Shrieked Bear.
Take cover!
Hamster's present hadn't cheered him up at all. We need a holiday, Bear said with a sigh. Then two beady eyes peeped in. Hello, feeling glum? Need a break from this place? My holiday rocket will blast you into space. In a blink, Bear was whisked up into the rocket. Then, zoom! He was roaring through the sky, while Hamster was getting further and further away. Outer space was really quiet and calm. The perfect place to think.
How silly I've been,
Whispered Bear.
changing beds and bathtubs and breakfasts.
What made him happiest of all was none of those things. So Bear set the rocket's dial to take him right back home. To the friend he wouldn't change for anything,
Oh, Hamster,
said Bear.
I've missed you.
Bear and Hamster tidied up together. Their new stuff was just getting in the way.
The question
Said Bear.
is, what are we going to do with it all?
With that, a Beak poked in through the letterbox. Is your bin big enough? Our new trash-tastic dustbins will hold all your unwanted rubbish. Open your door to test one out now. Bear folded his arms.
No thanks,
He called back.
Hamster and I will recycle.
From then on, things were simply fine. Bear and Hamster had each other, and that was all they needed. But Sneaky Beak's dustbin did come in rather handy, after all.